Hello everyone, welcome. My name is Vlad. I'll be your host for this live stream. Welcome to the GOG.com live stream, people. I'll be your host and I'll try to be as professional as possible about this, although this is probably one of the first serious live streams I've ever done. As you can tell, I'm probably a little bit nervous. So before we get started, I want to clarify a few things. First things first, I don't have a webcam. Yep, I do actually have a webcam, but it's built into my laptop, and I wasn't desperate enough to take a knife to the laptop and cut out the webcam and use it here. So, because, well, I'm nervous and this is sort of my first ever serious live stream, I decided to go with the following picture of me. I hope it shows up, and I hope it won't be too bothersome right there where it is. Yep, that's me pretty much at the moment. I have no idea what I'm doing. Okay guys, so what's the plan for the next couple of hours? I'm going to be streaming some Thief Gold. And I'm going to try and ask you to do a few things for me. The first thing that I want you guys to do is to be sort of nice and gentle. It may not be the first live stream I do, but it's the first serious one I get to do, so please be forgiving of any mistakes. The other thing that I want to ask you guys is to throw a lot of feedback into the chat. It will help me. It'll help me, it'll help the guys at Twitch, the guys at GOG.com, and it'll help me improve if I ever get to do this again, and it'll also help me improve for my own live stream and YouTube stuff that I do. So let's introduce myself a little bit here. My name is Vlad, and I come from a tiny little corner of the internet called the Weekend Slice YouTube channel. It's so tiny that it's got maybe 16 subscribers, and I've just recently reached a milestone there, 100 videos uploaded and live on YouTube on the Weekend Slice. And the guys at GOG.com, when they said, hey, does anyone from our community want to do live streams for us, I raised my hands up and said, yep, I'm in, and I want to do it. They watched the YouTube stuff that I posted and they liked it. And they said, come on over and let's see how it works out. The channel is small, and the name comes from the fact that I have, unfortunately, a really busy week every week. Like week after week, I don't have any time to play games except on the weekends. So I have my slice of fun during the weekend, and I wanted to share that with the people of the internet. What you're going to find there are mostly Let's Plays and sort of, no commentary videos of gameplay from all sorts of things. If you think that there's just a million too many Let's Players on YouTube, I would kind of agree with you. I don't have time to do videos that require a lot of heavy-duty editing and stuff like that, but you can sort of consider my Let's Plays as ongoing reviews. Like in every single episode, I try to talk about the games and give you a bit of what I like, what I don't like in history, and all that stuff. I try to be as entertaining and informative as possible. Now, moving on to what we're doing tonight, we're going to play Thief Gold. Thief Gold is an enhanced version of Thief the Dark project, which came out in 1998. And it is, without any sort of doubt or lingering questions, my favorite game of all time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to play the game and talk about the game, a bit about its relevance in gaming history, and about what made it special. Let's see if I can get this sorted out here without actually breaking the stream. Hope this works. Yep. And right now you should be seeing the Thief Gold main menu. And I'm going to take this from the top and from the beginning. I won't be jumping into a sort of a previously created save game or something like that. I'm going to take it from the tutorial and start from there. So if you guys have any feedback about the sound quality, about how things look, the video quality, the stream stability, anything like that, just throw that into the comment section, because it would really help me for my own future live streaming that I want to get started on my own Twitch channel, and for my future YouTube stuff. I basically just installed the game as you can get it off of GOG.com and haven't done anything else. So you won't, this is not modded, this is not changed. I only changed the key bindings because the default ones are, well, in 1998 people weren't using WASD and all of that stuff like they're doing right now. And let's jump into the game. I'll probably be a bit more comfortable when we're already gaming. I'm gonna play on normal. The thing is, I'm not the best gamer in the world. I'm not a competitive sort of gamer. I don't play games to get the high score. I play them to enjoy the story. So what I usually play games on is like the medium difficulty setting. In this particular case, Thief doesn't actually have an easy difficulty setting. Normal is just like normal in any other game. Hard is hard, really hard, and expert just adds a whole bunch of goals and objectives on top of everything else. So I'm gonna play this on normal because I don't want to mess it up too hard, too bad, and embarrass myself too much. And I'm not gonna skip training. I'm gonna actually do the training itself because I think it's a big part of the Thief history. It's not like in any other game. For example, in Titanfall, the tutorial is sort of disconnected from the rest of the game. In modern games, tutorials are generally ridiculous. Like you're on a burning spaceship that's about to crash, but just remember to crouch by pressing C. Thief, I think, handles the tutorial a little bit differently.
I was a kid. No parents, no home. Running messages and picking pockets to keep my ribs from meeting my spine. One night I saw a man. Folks just passed him by like he wasn't there. I thought he must have something valuable, so I snuck up on him and made a grab.
That's not for you.
Please, sir, I'm hungry. Don't tell the Hammers, I promise.
What is your name, boy?
Garrett.
You have talent, lad.
Let go of me, old man!
To see a keeper is not an easy thing, especially one who does not wish to be seen. We have a need for those as gifted as yourself. If you've grown tired of how you live, then follow me, and we will show you a different way.
Leave me alone!
As you wish.
I caught up with him just before he vanished into the crowd. It was the beginning of a very long education.
Yeah, guys, I know my microphone isn't particularly good. I don't actually have a professional microphone. I have a headset. For a headset, it's pretty decent, I think. I don't have at the moment a possibility to do anything else with my microphone. What usually happens when I do recordings, the noise or the sound of the game cancels out the background noise of the microphone. I have it set up a bit differently for the live stream to where the game is lower in volume and the microphone is louder. The point being that I wanted you guys to hear me well. On a previous live stream that I did, what happened was my microphone was set up like I had it set up for recording, and all of a sudden I had problems. People weren't able to hear me. The game, when there were explosions and things like that in the background, they overwhelmed my voice. So the game is a bit louder right now because we're in the menus and they have this weird background noise, sort of industrial noise. But once we get into the game itself, Thief is a game based on silence. So yeah, I'm gonna jump into the game right now. And whoever, to people who said that I'm from Romania, yeah, you guys are right. I am from Romania.
Welcome, young Garrett. In the nearby rooms, I will instruct you in the various skills you will need to survive. Please stay in the entrance area to each room while I explain the room's purpose. When you are ready to begin your lessons, proceed down this hallway to the first room.
Here's an interesting bit of personal history. When I first played this game, I didn't play the tutorial. I played the demo for this game in 1998 at a friend's house, and I didn't play the tutorial. And when we played the game, 10 minutes into the game, we were running around the first mission in Lord Bafford's manor, with like every single guard on the map chasing us. We were running out of arrows, and we were like, we don't understand how this game works. It's not like Quake or something, because it looked like a first-person shooter, but it isn't. Now let's get on with the tutorial here.
You must learn how to move unseen. Stay in the shadows. Avoid the light. The indicator on your screen will tell you how visible you are. Try to reach the top of the platform without being seen.
Hey man, not Count Duckula. I'd rather be Count Chocula, if you know the character. Those breakfast cereals, man, they gotta be tasty, full of chocolate to get you started in the morning. Have I tried this with the HD textures mod? Yes, I have.
Well done. I did not see you approach.
Open this door to continue. When the door is near the center of your screen, it will light up, indicating that it is selected. To manipulate selected doors and other objects, use them.
So yeah, I did play this with the...
Proceed down
Yeah,
this
come on,
corridor
man.
for your next test.
So I did play this with the HD textures mod, but I did... I played this on my previous graphics card, a GTX 560 non-Ti from NVIDIA, and the HD textures mod just killed it. Yeah, map. I love this sort of handmade designs.
Now you must learn to move quietly. Some surfaces are louder than others when walked upon, and moving quickly makes more noise than moving slowly. Listen to your own footsteps to hear how much noise you are making. The instructor will have his back turned. You must get to the top of the platform without being heard.
Thank you, Jordy Jones, for the feedback on the sound. Yeah, I tried, I tested this for a little bit by recording exactly the settings that I'm streaming right now, so yeah. Cybuff, the HD textures, man, yeah, I get it. They kind of take away the retro feeling for the game, but as you well know, there's people who have a lot of problems playing games that are a bit older, like this one. For example, Quake, I think the first Quake game still looks pretty good to me. This, I don't have a problem with this quality of graphics, because it's like it's powered by the atmosphere, not by the visuals. I don't care if it has dynamic whatsoever thingamajig. It looks great because it feels great. And just pay attention to this tutorial, guys, because...
Very good. I did not hear you traverse the room.
Beyond this door is a hallway that will lead you to your next task.
Because this tutorial was actually... There was a sort of a secret, an Easter egg in Dishonored. I think it was in the flooded district levels, where the guys, the bad guys that you're fighting there, or that you're sneaking around, your choice, if you want to fight them or sneak around them, those guys were training much just like what you've just seen Garrett go through. And by the way, guys, a big clap of hands for a big round of applause for Stephen Russell, the voice of Garrett, who unfortunately was passed by for the new thief. Such a shame.
Now get your weapons. To pick up objects, select them by centering them on screen until they light up. Then use them. Choose your weapon now. Try readying your sword, and then your bow. You can always put them away again if you need your hands free. Now let's go out to the courtyard for some target practice. Ready your bow. Knock an arrow and draw back the string by holding down the attack button. Make sure you draw all the way back, or your shot will not have full power. Take aim, and when you are ready to shoot, release your attack. See if you can hit one of these targets. Good shot. Keep practicing if you wish. When you are ready to proceed, approach the training dummy and ready your sword.
Yeah, the training dummy, that's my new nickname. I suck at firing these arrows because I don't usually like playing thief in a violent way. Although, yeah, these thief games, actually allowed you to play them violently if you had the brass balls to do so. The new one wasn't wrong in that regard. A lot of people were angry because the new thief game allowed for violence a little bit. That wasn't the problem with it. Tell me, I have no idea what to reply to that, but good luck with that. I mean, it's always nice to fight for your dreams, buddy. Duplo Duplex. Yeah, it's not a quote. When you're sneaking around the flooded district and you get into their base, there's a part where there's a library, and one of the, let's say, elder guys is training a rookie, and guess what? There's a quote that's just like one of the things you've heard in the training here.
Swing at the target with the attack button. A quick tap will give you a slash. Move the tip of your sword to the left of the target for a left slash, and to the right of the target for a right slash.
Yeah,
Hold
man.
the attack button down, then release for an overhead swing. Try both slashes and the overhead swing on the practice dummy. Good job. You're ready for a live opponent. To practice against your partner, enter the cobbled sparring area.
Ah, damn it. Come on! Look, I'm your father.
Sparring if you wish. When you are done, leave the sparring area. That's
Yeah, let me
sparring for today.
let me
Please walk over to the table.
Shut up, man. There was an Easter egg here. What the hell? I remember there being an Easter egg here. Like if you snuck behind this guy, there used to be a basketball or something like that. At least that's what I remember. Hey, buddy. This is a little bit awkward, isn't it? When you have that sad face, you look like Christian Bale in Batman. I'm a guard. I'm Batman. Yeah, man, these guys were awesome. For the time when this game came out, whoa. Ducking in combat doesn't necessarily make their attacks miss. It just requires they have to re-evaluate your position. Damn it. What the hell was I supposed to... I think there's a key on the table, yeah.
Would you care for some refreshment before we move on, young Garrett? Please pick up all of the items on this table.
An apple a day keeps the doctor away.
Cycle through your inventory to see the objects you have in your pockets. Once an object is displayed, you may use it. Have something to eat if you wish. Then you may proceed. The next test is waiting on the other side of the metal door. The door is locked, but the key from the table will open it. To unlock the door, select the key in your inventory. Center the door on screen until it lights up. Then use the key on the door. Good. Now head down this hallway to get to your next test. Now you will learn new movement skills. First, climb the rope by jumping onto it. Move while looking up or down to climb up or down the rope. Turn to change your facing. If you jump again, you will release the rope. Now climb the rope to get to the top of the platform.
This game was made in 1998, people. And look at how much freedom I have climbing up and down this rope. It's got even a little bit of physics animation here where it's sort of affected by Garrett's weight. This makes me so sad to think that Thief Deadly Shadows and the latest Thief were both negatively impacted by the fact that they had to be focused on being designed for consoles.
Run and jump across the gap to the other side of the stream. Good jump.
And whoever said the sound design was amazing, guys, that wasn't for 1998. This was a work of art.
This obstacle is easy to climb if you know how. First, move close to the wall. Next, jump to grab the edge of the wall and pull yourself up. Good job. I am most pleased with your progress. You have passed the last test for today. If you wish, you may stay to practice your climbing and jumping, or swimming, ducking, leaning, or crawling.
The keepers
When
were
you are
training
finished,
me to be
you
one
may
of them,
return to your chambers
but
by
I
going
found
through that red
other
door.
uses for those skills.
Farewell.
Yeah, sorry, but I messed it up a little bit there. I forgot. Yay, mission complete. I'm just like Tom Cruise, baby.
I have a simple job planned for this evening. Break into a guarded mansion, steal another fat nobleman's priceless trinket, and leave quietly. Lord Bafford is out of town, and rumor has it that the captain of his house guard went with him as a bodyguard. The time is ripe for a bit of burglary. The front gate of Lord Bafford's manor is always guarded, and the main street is far too exposed. But Cuddy tells me there's a better way in, around to the side, more out of the way. One guard, and likely no witnesses to complicate matters. The piece Cuddy wants is a scepter, silver, jewels, the usual adornments. It should command a high price. Bafford, like most of his kind, probably keeps his treasures on the top floor of the place, close to his heart, and far from his servants. No point in waiting. I have Cuddy's old sketches of the place, and everyone who's going to be asleep inside already is. It's time to begin.
Should I just go crazy and raise the difficulty here? I'm not planning to kill anyone. But I gotta steal 700 worth of... Yeah, let's do it. Playing this on expert like a man. Yeah, I'm gonna go for the water arrows. This was really cool. I mean, in 1998, when I saw a game that allowed me to pick up things to use and select my loadout, basically, and it wasn't an RPG. Just amazing. White Bolt Games, you prefer PCs to console? You know what? I kind of prefer PCs to consoles all the time. Here's the catch, where financially speaking, it's kind of difficult to justify consoles these days. I mean, let me give an example. If you want to play an old game, you can't get Thief the Dark Project on a console. You have to go on PC. And if you want to get Thief the Dark Project, you have to, you know, on a console, there's no discounts, at least not on the same level. Well, there are discounts, but they're not discounts like on the same level that you get on PC. So GOG.com discounts, for example, or Steam sales, or sales on any other store that you can think of. I mean, they had on GOG sales right now on the winter sale. They had amazing discounts for some of the best RPGs ever made. Baldur's Gate, and there's no RPG made on a console. Maybe Dragon Age and Dragon Age Inquisition, maybe, but those were like, Jesus, 2 games. But on PC, you've got a whole history of games that are on the same level of quality. Let's, someone mentioned the bear pits. Here's where that's from.
Hey, I'm going to the bear pits tomorrow. You want to come with?
Couldn't pay me enough.
What? You soft belly. The bears have got these new muzzles with underslung cheek spikes. Last time I was there, there was a real eye gouging.
Nah. It makes me sick. When I was a kid...
Huh. Surprised you're even in this job.
Ooh, the blood, it just turns my poor tummy.
Shut up, you taffer. You want blood? You should have been there years ago. Tell you, the bears then, they were something to see. Those bears, they didn't need no cheek spikes and razor collars and paw hooks and all that knifery you straps to them now.
No paw hooks? What'd they do? Just bump into each other?
Huh? Nah. The bears back then, they had claws as long as your finger and wicked teeth.
Bears? You're duffing me. They look pretty mangy harmless, long as they're not wearing harness.
That's why I can't stand the pits now. You don't know what you missed. They just don't make bears like they used to.
Well, they actually do make bears like they used to. Bear Taffy was right here on the GOG livestream earlier. I wonder if he calls his house the bear pit. I love that. I mean, Jesus, having that sort of unrelated talk from NPCs was absolutely amazing for the atmosphere. The fact that you had a sort of a hub world, sort of an open world-ish feeling here on the map. You can explore, you can go down into the sewers. There's no point in going down to the sewers, if I remember correctly, but you can do that. And here's one other cool thing that games weren't doing back then, and this was the first game to do it.
How's it going?
NPCs that, you know, hey, how's it going? Remember, this was before, you know what I'm gonna do, guys, you know, nighty-night. This was before the first Half-Life. And as good as the first Half-Life was, this did it first. This did a lot of things first, and in my opinion did a lot of things better, at least when it came to, when we're talking about narrative design and story structure. I mean, in terms of how well it's designed, there's games made today that don't have any sort of ability to compare with this. And here's the reason why you guys should not drink and guard. Let me check out my stream for a second. Can you see the dark parts of the map? Guys, let me know if the dark parts of the level where there's darkness are visible. See, to me, it seems like in my game it looks fine, on the stream it looks fine. Let me know. Gaming one man, yeah, Half-Life and Thief are completely different games. Agreed. One is a stealth game, one is a shooter. But you have to realize, in 1998, first-person games, unless they were adventure or RPGs, they weren't doing story. Nobody gave a crap about story. I mean, in Quake, you're just some dude killing enemies. In Doom, you're just some dude killing enemies. So, you know, this game introduced the idea of, you know, first-person game that's not an adventure game, that's not a shooter, but which has a really cool focus on story. Half-Life did the same thing for first-person shooters, but not even to the same level as this, in my opinion. This did a lot of things that are unmatched even to this day. So hi there, buddy. Hey, how you doing? Let me take your key. Night, night. Yeah. Yeah, this is, like you said, Gaming One Man, this game is the father of many games. For example, okay, for example, and I'm gonna just take a second here to pause playing and just give you guys some, a background history from, what I know of this game. It was made by Looking Glass Studios. At the time, okay, on this game, you had people like Ken Levine working on this game. Ken Levine went on to design and create System Shock 2, and then Bioshock 1 and Bioshock Infinite. Then you had Warren Spector who worked on this game. Warren Spector left to create Iron Storm and create Deus Ex. Without Deus Ex, modern games wouldn't be what they are today, right? It's in like top 3 games of all time everywhere. System Shock 2 was also amazing. You had this series, the third game, you had Harvey Smith working on Thief Deadly Shadows, and then he went on to create Dishonored. And he went to create Dishonored at Arcane Studios, who had made Arx Fatalis, also available on GOG by the way. Arx Fatalis being sort of a continuation of the design philosophies from Ultima Underworld, on which Looking Glass Studios actually worked on. And people from Looking Glass Studios have had a huge influence. I mean, think about it. Have you guys played Gone Home? Gone Home is a game about exploring a map without there being any enemies and finding clues and figuring out the story from gameplay. Thief did that in 1998, people. I mean, there's sort of all sorts of things that you can find in the levels, readables and books and texts. I mean, that's, in my opinion, this game initiated a lot of design philosophies that are in place today, and which we take for granted. That's my opinion. I'm not a game designer, so I'm not going to tell you that I know exactly what I'm talking about. I just kept playing games for a long time, and I've seen this game influence a lot of the games that have come out since 1998 and have won awards and have been sort of applauded for their efforts. Now here's a cool thing that I like. I'm playing on expert, so I can't do this, but I can tell you about it. These guys are knocked out at the moment, they're not dead. But if you throw them down this hole, which is actually, let me see if I can show you. It's not visible from here. Yep, there we go, it's a well. There's water down there. So if you throw these guys down the well, they will drown. Doug Church said that in ES 15. Yeah, man, I don't know. I think he's wrong, to be honest. We've had, if you go on Twitter, there's guys from the Astronauts, the guys who made The Vanishing of Ethan Carter, and they're on the record for saying that Thief influenced a lot of games. I think they were the ones to come out and say that Thief influenced a lot of games. There's the guys, I think, from I don't know, Fulbright or whatever their name is, who made Gone Home. Again, they mentioned Thief. When the new Thief game came out, everyone in the world kept talking about how much of an influence on the industry this series of games has been, without mentioning actually some of the relevant things. They kept talking about the stealth, which this wasn't the first stealth game in the world. Maybe it was the first first-person stealth game. I'm not sure about that, but it did a lot of things for the way games handled their narrative, for the way, this game was, I think, the first game where you had a choice, if you're playing on a lower difficulty level, to actually not harm anyone or thing in this game. And let's go for a little deep sea dive, boys. Yeah, thank you guys from GOG. The guys at GOG were really nice and wanted to give me the Thief pack of games, but since they're my favorite games of all time, like I mentioned, I already had them, so I said we should do a giveaway, and they agreed. and they're running the whole giveaway thing. Helped me actually focus on playing the game. Now I have a choice here. I can try to arrow these bastards because I hate freaking spiders. Why does every single game have spiders? I hate spiders. So I have a choice. I can try to shoot them. So you guys say non-lethal, Duplo Duplex? You're saying non-lethal? Let's do it non-lethal, but I'm going to have to alert these bastards. They're not seeing me. Okay. Let's see if I can do this in one run.
Since
Yes!
I'm here, I might as well pick up something for myself.
I did it without taking any damage. My plan was to alert them to get them to follow me. There's a trick about these guys. They supposedly can somehow see you with their rear ends or something like that. I don't remember what it is. It's pretty weird design for the... This is one of the enemies that was in the game because they desperately wanted to have some sort of enemy. Gaming one-man spiders, I don't think they count towards, like, if you kill one of them, the game won't tell you mission failed, you killed something. But Thief has a bunch of difficulty settings that gamers have come up with. There's ghosting, there's supreme ghosting, there's even people who will not pick up any additional gear in between missions, play a mission only with the minimum gear, and make sure that they actually drop any additional gear they find within the map, but they have to pick it up first to make sure that it counts towards their goal of having found and having picked up everything. Yeah, in ES15 spiders detected me because spiders actually do detect. Later on down in the Bolden Horde, they're pretty badass. DM Kaiser, I hope you have fun with the pack of games. The guys at GOG were very kind to allow me to do this giveaway, and I hope you play these games and enjoy them and ignore the fact that they're old and they don't look as nice as modern games. They're really good.
Inside at last.
That's what she said. Sorry about that, guys. Bit of a raunchy humor, dear baby. It's a grown-up show, after all. Let's put out these lights. Man, to think that there's games today that have advanced, high-tech, ultra-realistic graphics, but you can't break lights or put out lights at all. And this did it in 1998 on a stingy engine.
What do you mean? What's wrong with us?
Well, we're fine. But I've been thinking we should watch the outsides more.
That's stupid. People to worry about, they're on the inside.
No, then you catch them before they get inside, you taffer.
Oh!
Yes, yes, move along nicely. Nicely, hello. Oh, I'm hoping to catch this guy up.
I don't see why I...
Shut up. Stop complaining. And this is how ibuprofen was invented. Guards in the Middle Ages kept getting random headaches for no reason. So doctors went on a research bender and invented ibuprofen. Not really. This is why no hangovers became a popular thing. People were, you know, like in the Middle Ages, people were hungover all the time. What do we get? Have 100 loot. Have 2 healing potions. Good, good, good. I'm hoping not to have a need for the healing potions at all. But I haven't played this in a while. So I'm definitely risking embarrassing myself in front of the internet. What's new? Memories in 8-bit, man. That's what Thief does, baby. Game design. That's what this game did really well at this point in time when it came out. Graphically, it wasn't advanced. I mean, there were games that were as advanced. Sound design was terrific, but what stood out, the story and how it was implemented, narrative design, and so narrative design, and the level design, the game design, how it was built. And actually, an interesting point is there's a major difference in the philosophy behind the first two Thief games, both made by Looking Glass, but the first game was designed from the story, so they wrote the story, came up with the world, and they said, let's build the maps, the levels, and the goals around that. And the second one, because people had some complaints about this game, like they didn't like some of the supernatural enemies and they didn't like some of the levels, they did the opposite. They designed a whole bunch of really, really cool levels and then figured out a story how to link them all together. Memories in 8-bit, I played all of the Thief games except the latest one. Didn't have a computer powerful enough for the game. No, powerful enough to play the recent Thief game. I really want to play it. I don't have an opinion about it yet, but Deus Ex is a game that I always had problems getting into, especially the first one where I think the stealth system, I just can never get that to work. Gaming 1, man, I miss the days when games had really cool level design. Dishonored has really cool level design, and you can sort of lose yourself in the world. And Wolfenstein: The New Order, it might not have open worldiness or things like that, but it's actually pretty well done, and it's a really cool sort of stealth-like experience there. Highly recommend it. Ah, man, I always go for the wrong one. Always. Just gently, gently, gently. Ah. What we have here, we have to grab 700 in loot, and I got 105. Damn, I'm poor. Dreeper90, if you're saying that you're having problems running Thief, the latest Thief, on a GTX 970, you're not alone, buddy. I have the same problem. I paid a heap of money for a GTX 970, and I can't get Thief to run past. I'm gonna leave these guys alone. The problem is that you can get so on an easier difficulty level, there's only 2 of them, and even with 2 of them, it's hard to knock them both out, even if you put out all the lights. So I'm going to leave these guys alone. There's nothing in there, even there's nothing where the guy's sleeping anyway, if I remember correctly. So I don't know what I was saying. I'm rambling here. I'm a rambling man. Hello. Can you smell what the thief is cooking? There's a cool little design thing here, like if you get in a certain position, you'll actually, instead of knocking that guy out, hit that, alert him, he runs off on the map, alerts everyone. That's what I did back in 1998. I was like, oh, I can knock these guys out. Ding! Every single security guard on the map is following my ass like grass. Come on. I also did one sadistic thing once that I'm even ashamed to admit. I knocked out everyone on the map and stuffed them in there. I made family pot roast for the holidays. Yeah, this isn't too dark. I don't know. I think the guy that, if you remember, there was an NPC that passed me while I was listening to the guards going on about the bear pits. I think he comes through here somewhere. If I'm being quiet, it's because I'm trying to take a glance at the... Throw a glance. Yes, that's in Thief 2. Spoiler alert for those who don't know. or Easter egg. Making it dark here because I want to drop that guy there. I don't think anyone passes, if I remember correctly, through here. And what I loved about Thief was really getting lost into the level design and sort of ignoring the map. I love ignoring the map in this game. Let us make ourselves a sandwich. This is how Subway started, guys. Garrett, being hungry all the time, needed to be fast and on the move. So, he became a sandwich expert for Subway. Would you like avocado with that? I could try reading this, but I'm afraid it might break the game. Let's... fingers crossed. Okay. It works. Cedric, please speak to cook about last night's dinner. While technically the menu confirmed to my instructions, I suspect that the lamb was somewhat older than the springs, and I'm in no way fooled by his practice of warming the salad to disguise wilting. If Cook is incapable of finding adequate ingredients, he can be replaced, and if he offers those same excuses about stone market shortages, please remind him that the grocery budget is a good 50% above last year's figures, and even he should be able to procure adequate victuals at those prices. Lord Bafford. Lord Bafford is an asshole. Sorry about that. And I really wish they made a game about Cook. They could hire Steven Seagal to voice the bastard. Let me have a drink of water here, guys, for a second. You know, Steven Seagal, Under Siege, played a cook. Casey Ryback. One man with a deadly kitchen etiquette. I like the fact that you can pick up all of this food, but if I remember correctly, it only gives you health in Thief 2. White Bolt Games. You can have... if you want to have a 6-inch, man. I can't help you with that. I may have a sword, but I can't slice a nor dice. I'm hearing a bastard. Can I gently... and here... let me just quickly... I don't like quick saving in Thief. I'm afraid I'm gonna press the wrong key and just break the streaming here. So I'm gonna save manually, old school style. Got him.
Who's there?
No one.
Hello? Must have been rats.
Yeah. What kind of rats you guys have here, man? That's weird. In some ways, Garrett is very reminiscent of Dolph Lundgren's Ivan Drago. I must break you. Yeah, I know. I missed some loot, I think, right? In the kitchen. I didn't pick up all the food, that's what you're saying? Well, yes, I come from Eastern Europe. In Eastern Europe, rats as big as house. We fry... we cook the rat on the stove and make hamburger out of him. Sylvester Stallone enjoyed rat burger in Demolition Man. We were like, hey, it is real life for us over here. It is no problem. I like big rats and I cannot lie. All the other brothers can deny. Well, Ivan Drago had a purpose in life to break Sylvester Stallone's, well, Creed's, and kill Creed and break Stallone's back. That's what he wanted to do. Garrett has a purpose in breaking these guys' banks. Yay. I'm just rambling here, guys. Don't mind me. Hey, Fuel. Nice Baldur's Gate reference there. I don't think I need to put that out. Here is a cup. 2 guards, 1 cup. Yo. Oh boy. Heard someone. Quickly, quickly, quickly! I don't remember if there's a guard on the other side. Well, there's not, but there's a guy up there. I know those guys. I used to go to school with them. They're kind of bullies. Put the cookie down now. Yes, Lord Drago. Put the cookie down and get to the chopper. Ah, man, I completely ruined that jump. Thank God no one was there to hear me. I'm wondering... In one of these little sort of spaces, one of the guards comes up and then comes down those stairs, I think. So I want to avoid using...
Is that you?
No, it's not me. It's you.
Too much coffees this morning.
Yeah. Better lay off them Starbucks, Captain. Yeah, I don't want to go this way yet. Yes, I tried jumping onto the rug. It usually works. Thars Podius, yes, the GOG.com version of Thief runs the HD Textures mod without a hitch. I'm not running them at the moment. My point was to showcase the game as it was in, well, not as it was in 1998. This looks a bit better than it did in 1998. But I wanted to showcase the game as it is on GOG.com. Gently now. Man, this part of the map always makes me tense. There's a few other places, but that area over there just... I think this is where the guy comes down the stairs. Let me just... How much do we have right now? I have a bug. I think it's because of the Open Broadcaster, which I'm using for streaming. Whenever I pick up something, it doesn't pop up. It doesn't say what I picked up. I have to go manually and look it up in the inventory. Duplex. Man, sorry to see you go, but have a good one. Rest up. Stay fresh for tomorrow. Fresh like a daisy. I love these guys. They're always humming and singing.
Don't move!
I didn't. You did. Sorry. That was... Boy, that was a close one. My heart stopped for a second. I ruined it. They found me. Fuel, yeah, GOG, they have a Q&A team. I don't know if the guys over at Steam actually do that, But GOG, they have a Q&A team that works through fix and make sure that things work. But to be honest, I haven't had a lot of problems with older games from Steam either, with the exception of one, which I was really upset about. I'm not going to mention it here because I don't want to give the impression that I'm sort of doing negative advertising for Steam. But I bought a game of there because I really wanted to play it, and unfortunately it didn't really work at all. And I read that it's not it's a common problem. I don't think it's this one. No, I think it's the one from the other side. Yes. I don't think it's the one at the end here either. I can afford to walk a bit faster here, there's no one around. But here, however, I have to be gentle like a little kitty. Oh boy. Oh, the noises. NES 15, no, it wasn't Star Wars Jedi Knight. It was something about returning to a castle, and I'll leave it at that. The Jedi Knight games are notoriously sort of buggy, and like it's I think that it was announced as being common knowledge by everyone that, well, although they're on Steam, the publisher didn't actually do their due diligence in fixing the game up. Here's a little secret for those who don't know: you can avoid the rest of the map and not have to deal with all of the guards by cutting down that banner and sneaking through this. Well, I wouldn't call it sneaking. I can stand up, so it's not exactly a tiny little secret space. It's actually a giant walkway, strangely enough. Gaming One-Man Stalker was a sort of strange game from one point of view. They launched all of the Stalker games being essentially broken and with missing elements. So the packs that have been released since then by the fans and such, they were actually made to make the games playable and close to the original design intentions. With Thief and other games, for example, you're just enhancing something that was already working. With Stalker, you're enhancing and fixing things that were broken at release. Although a lot of people complain these days about games being launched without server support and buggy, with Stalker it's different. Stalker was a really complex game, really ambitious project, and those guys, I think, bit off a bit more than they could chew at the time. But if you can get them working with the patches and everything made by the fans, I've seen, for example, on YouTube, there's a guy called Marshall Dyer, and he has some really cool Stalker videos and such. Just pay attention, he has long videos, like an hour or so, but he's like me, he likes to take his time and enjoy the things he plays. Let's make it dark in here. Oh boy, this is gonna be a hard part for me, because I know exactly what's going on in this part of the game.
Someone make it
no one making nothing. Shut up. Just me making dark. Man, this guy was always hard to knock out. Without being detected. Yes, I agree with you. I play like a poor man's version of Specialist. And now it is dark, but I don't have any more water arrows. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, and if I remember, there's only one way for me to do this. You know, guys, sneaking up on these planks here kind of reminds me of Batman. So I'm gonna ask you, which is your favorite Batman? Which incarnation of Batman do you like the most? Shut up. You're bored and I'm tense as one of those planks up there. Memories in 8-bit, my brother from another mother. Kevin Conroy. Yes, I agree with you. A lot of people discuss, you know, Michael Keaton, Christian Bale, Ben Affleck, or whatever. No, Kevin Conroy all the way, baby. Yes, Darth Sparius, I agree.
Oh, well, guess it was nothing.
All hail the Conroy! Yes, I've made it in front of the enemy. Okay, guys, you have to admit, this is a bit silly. He would see me if we were in real life. But then again, Metal Gear has that hide in a box kind of disguise, so I can forgive this game for having blind guards. They need glasses, and you know, eye doctors weren't invented in this part of the world, at least at this point in time. Animated series Batman, Witchfinder isn't exactly as the Arkham series Batman, but it has a lot of similarities, especially in terms of the cast. Got him! Yes! Thank you, Jeebus! But I don't want to make a lot of noise because he has a brother right outside. Isidore. To be quiet now.
It's a throne room. How pretentious can you get?
Yes. All hail the King Garrett, Master Thief. Bow down before your little puny mortals. Kneel before Zod. I have to get off here now without making a lot of noise. Yes. Let's save really quickly. White Bolt Games. No problem with Christian Bale, buddy, but my favorite Batman is still Kevin Conroy. His voice as Batman, the guy was genius at doing Bruce Wayne and Batman as two different characters, two different personalities. They sounded as part of like a multiple personality suffering person. They were the same but different. Oh, and by the way, I want to kill off any discussion of Marvel versus DC right off the bat. I love Marvel. I love the movies. Guardians of the Galaxy all the way. Iron Man 3, loved it. I know about the Mandarin, but I still love the movie. Avengers, love the movie. But DC, although their movies haven't been that great, the Arrow TV show and the Flash TV show are pure badass. I vote for them. I like them a lot. I don't know about you guys. Well, this is the scepter that I have to steal. However, I have the secret plan not to steal the scepter right now, because if I'm not mistaken, let me read the... Oh, it does not. Okay, on an easier difficulty setting, if you pick it up, I think it ends the mission right here. I forgot that on expert, I have to go and run around the house, picking things up and stealing them. Like you do. Man, I don't know which finder about Batman being, you know, a lesser universe. I have to say, I liked Batman Begins, but having seen the animated series and the previous movies and knowing a bit about the comic, what I realized was that Batman Begins for me ended up being something like Previously on Batman. The Dark Knight was a kick-ass movie, really liked it, hated the action and the fact that they again gave Batman a suit in which he couldn't really move and be flexible. But The Dark Knight Rises, I didn't like it. Sorry about... I don't know, it's not the direction, it's not anything, I just felt that it was a movie that could have used maybe an extra year or, 6 months to a year to spend, being cooked and developed and finalized. I think Warner Brothers actually pressured Nolan into making the movie faster, and they pressured him, I think, in using, because if you go Batman Begins, okay, and then there's no Batman, he goes to being the Dark Knight, and then the Dark Knight Rises. The title itself, I think, was a marketing ploy more than anything else. Yeah, but that's just me. Go watch some of the Warner Brothers DC animated movies, man. And, some of the guys who worked on Batman the Animated Series and on Justice League and Justice League Unlimited worked on those animated movies, and they're absolutely badass. Let's pick this up.
Here we go.
Yes. Venser, I don't necessarily agree with you about Batman and Marvel. The thing is, I think Marvel does something different. Marvel is going for that sort of comic book-ish feeling, where Nolan wanted to sort of... what if Batman was like alive and kicking right now, today, on the streets of New York, for example? I think that's where Nolan's trilogy came from. But Marvel... they're like, embrace the comic bookness, embrace it, run wild, and I love both approaches. I think, for example, if you want to see something that's like Nolan's Batman but less sort of drama and more action adventure, go watch the Arrow TV show, man. I really like that. And here's to Manu Bennett playing Deathstroke. The guy was absolutely badass and one of the best villains, comic book or otherwise, in a long time. I think DC actually hit it right out of the park with Heath Ledger as Joker and with Manu Bennett as Deathstroke. Oh crap, made noise.
Someone there.
Nope, no one's here, shut up. Talking about comic books.
As soon as I find you, you're dead.
Ah man, he's alarmed. This guy's gonna be very difficult to elude, evade, whatever.
Damn you.
Look at him. If at least I can try to... I can't pickpocket him. I think it's because he's alarmed. Ah, crap. Yep, found me. Had to happen once. Okay, made it so far. Let's save. Memories in 8-bit, yeah, the Nolan versus a standalone thing, that's what it was, man. I don't think that Nolan ever wanted to hook up Batman with anything else. That's why they're rebooting essentially the whole DC thing with what they're doing with Justice League and, well, the new Superman and Batman movie. I think it's considered that as sort of reinterpretation of Batman. It's not the same Batman that was in Nolan's universe, and it's not Nolan's universe. Well, as soon as I found you, you're dead. That would be correct. He won't find you in his lifetime, only after death. Yeah, well. I made it so far. The door is locked. But I have the key. I have found the secret. I hope I do not bring great dishonor to stream. quiet, 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 quiet. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I'm trying to sort of hijack a bug. There's a bug in the game whereby if you really tap forward slowly, he doesn't actually make a step, so the sound for making a step isn't generated. Can I just... Oh, I hope they didn't hear that. I'm trying to sort of wait here for him, and once he goes around the corner, knock him out, because he's got his twin brother. Centuria. Well,
Someone behind me?
Nope. Someone in front of you.
Too much coffees this morning. I'm twitchy as hell.
I can't go.
Clear.
I can't go after him. The floor is too loud, and I do not have any moss arrows. I'll find a place to hide, and I think I can do it from here. I hope that does this work. An additional save. I have walk forward and run forward bound in ES15 as different buttons. I tried to use here. Oh man, he saw the open door. I've been here. We've all been here. That's another. That's a bug. Well, that's not a bug, actually. The one I mentioned earlier, where if you just gently tap forward, he won't actually make the actual step, and he won't make the noise. This one is a different thing. The light isn't dynamic; it's fixed. It's sort of, I don't know how to explain it technically. When you open the door, the light doesn't spill out of the room or into the room. So there's a dark point right here on the edge.
Who's done this?
Who's done this? Well, the same person that's going to do this. Miss, entirely no. I have to wait for him to come back around such. And I need it to be forward an inch. Ooh, Lord Dragox. Dragox? Man, we have a name in my country that's Dragosh. I don't know if you're using Dragox as a derivative. I'm trying to speak, but I do not find the words. As a derivative of Dragosh. So I don't know if I should call you Dragox, Dragox, Lord Dragox. I don't have any idea. Going to run around the house. Have we picked up the loot? No, we have. What? I stole the scepter. Come on, game. You tick box. I did objective for you. Yeah, I'm thinking that I don't get the objective to steal the jewel scepter with as little notice as possible, unless I alarm someone, or unless I get out without alarming anyone, which I probably failed to do. But I won't tell anyone unless you will. Yeah, you said that I pronounced it right the last time. I don't remember which one is correct now. Hello. No.
Stop, Taff. Hey.
Ah. Actually, I jumped and made a noise. That's stupid. Let's see if. Okay, I'm not waiting anymore. Quickly. I'm hoping this is.
Who's done this?
Who goes?
Ah, yes! And praise the Lord. Thief has guards of different levels of difficulty, So these guys were the most difficult ones in this map, in this level. And we have some loot we can pick up. And well, here's the vase for you, sir, if you want to go poo-poo in the middle of the night. Don't go poo-poo in the middle of the night, unless you have to. I really don't like cleaning out your poo-poo. But this guy's out of the picture. Time for me to wander around and see what else I can steal. Our 5-star luxurious hotel has a swimming pool for you. Let us go for a swim. Kind of tiny and cold. Ew, does Lord Baffert go? Ah, man, he takes baths in this? Think about it. Ugh. Just imagine an old fat bastard taking a bath in that water there that I just walked through. Let's see what else I can find. Down beneath the castle. Gaming one man. My country is the I'm from Romania, and I'm currently living and working and existing and carrying on my sad pathetic life in Romania. So yeah, Romania. Guys, let me know how the stream is working for you. I'm currently watching my own stream and it seems to be a bit jumpy, skipping frames and such, although Open Broadcaster is showing it as being silky smooth. So let me know which one is it. Are you seeing it okay, or is it all over the place technically? The 24th of March. It was something 34. A lot of payments from a lot of people. What the hell is going on with Drickbo? Even if Ginny's grafting, he damn well ought to be more subtle than this, if it's not turned around in another week. Toss it up to Ramirez's breach. Sorry about the bad voice acting there, fellas. Yeah, there wasn't... How much dinero do we have right now? Ooh. Well, we have all the loot that we need. Let's explore the house a little bit more to see what else we can find. Witchfinder. Thank you for the feedback on the stream. I have actually pretty decent internet. The problem is that I'm uploading to another country. Well, that means that I don't... So I have... Essentially my ISP sort of has 3 levels of speed. If you're using Romanian servers on essentially their own from the same ISP, powered by the same ISP, you're getting breakneck speeds. Like I've got... You can get huge speeds. If you're using another ISP, you get decent speeds, and they're promising upload speeds that are better than this for external upload to another country, but I think you might be skimping there on the speed there, because I'm not seeing that fantastic speed at the moment. I'm also using I tried to set my stream up for some higher quality, something like 3000 bitrate. No one, close the door. Run. Talking about my internet provider has made me less careful. I hope that guy doesn't come in here. Everyone's having... Yeah, you guys are right. Everyone's like, oh, too much coffee this morning. What in the blazings? I'm out of water arrows. Which is bad. Really bad. Yeah, screw this. You know what, guys? I'm actually gonna end the mission. Thought about it. But there is a teeny tiny problem with that. I'm not sure if I remember correctly. Let's see if I can do it from here. And I don't know if it counts if I do it from the basement. If I try to exit from the basement, I'm thinking that, you know, since I can't really... NES 15, yeah, I'm not ending the stream, man. I'm ending the mission. Because if you notice, in my objective screen, I didn't get a scepter. Why the... I don't get it. Don't we have the scepter here? I think we do. Okay, so in my objective screen, I'm hoping that Steal the Jewel Scepter objective takes itself off. I haven't killed anyone, and I have all of the loot that the game told me I have to get. I have more than that, actually, so... I'm hoping I can end this mission and move on to the next one. Which is a little bit more interesting. Oh, nope, it's not working. So I can't end the mission. I failed. I don't actually remember where you get on. The street. I have to put on my thinking cap. Yes, people, I know. The city streets. Yeah, you're right. I know, I messed it up, sorry. I haven't played this in a long time. What? I was looking at the chat. And all of a sudden, like, what year is it? Where am I? So right here on the map, there's a question mark right here where it says exit the street. Yeah. Ah! We haven't met. I haven't introduced you to one of my favorite cards. He's the cousin of the guy who's drunk outside. You know what? I actually think these guys are all alcoholics. And I think there's an exit right here. Yep. You know what they said? We had too much coffee. Irish coffee. Give me a pint of Irish coffee and keep the coffee. Just make it extra Irish. Wait. So I don't get... What? Did I load the game from a previous save game? But I didn't... I hadn't actually taken the scepter. Is that what I did? Now I don't know how to get back in. I don't remember where the... Okay, here we go. Did I forget to take the scepter? Oh, man. To make my way back to where the scepter is all over again. For that, I'm gonna grab a snack. A deer leg. I know I can't eat the key, Garrett. Stop. Cheese. Loaf. An apple. Impulse Arc, are you saying the stream is stuttering? Let me know if it's stuttering for you, stutters for you guys a bit. Yeah, you want me to... okay, if in order for me to try to fix that, I'd have to quickly go offline. Would you want me to go offline? When I go fast. Okay.
I don't like this place at all.
Okay, I won't run. If you want me to stop streaming and change my settings, I can lower the bit rate. Okay, guys. Be back in just 1 second.